Hey, Brandy. Hello. Early today. Hi, Diana Lee. Nice to catch you here. Hey, Bree. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lori. You made tea? Robin? Hi, how are you guys doing? Hi, Elena. Hey, hey. Hey, if you're new to my channel, hi, Cynthia. Hello. Made it. Yay. If you're new to my channel, my name is Rowana. I am the designer of the Sojourner Travelers notebooks, planners, and other leather goods. But I gotta put baby down. That's totally fine. Hi, Rowana. I was just catching this morning's hello. It's 2 a.m. here then. I'm drinking tea. Very cool. So anyway, yeah, I am the designer for Sojourners USA. And I hope that you have subscribed to my channel here on YouTube. If not, please subscribe if you want to see videos about journaling, travel, art, and things like that. And also hit that bell if you haven't already so that you can be notified, although some people aren't getting really notified lately. But anyway, if you hit that bell, we can try for next time. So anyway, yeah, I am so tired, you guys. Plannercon. How many here use stickers at all in their the journaling or planners, or who plans? Okay, so I talked about this last week, how we have different stages in our lives with planning, how we use our planners, and cool, and how we use our journals. And what I have said is that I am a just occasional one in my journal. And what I've said is that I am a utilitarian journaler and planner these days because of what's going on with the busyness, and that's okay. However, I did also mention that putting a little bit of decoration in your planner or journal does sometimes entice you to work on your journal or planner, and it's actually kind of just makes it a little bit more interesting. Totally not necessary. Writing in itself is beautiful. Nice large headings is enough for many times. Many times it's enough because it's documenting your life is what counts, and your words and your feelings and how you want to express yourself. And so there's different ways of expressing yourself. And so if you want to draw on it, paint on it, fantastic, more power to you. And like I said, I have done that in the past, but recently, I would say probably this past year, I've just I traveled a lot this year and did a couple of meetups, and so I haven't really had time to fully journal in that way and with embellishments. And in fact, the only time I'm really able to do that has been for my travels, and that's because I have the time to actually, during my travels, I make time to sit down and journal and embellish my journals and such, my travel journal. And so when I'm at home, a lot of times it's either I'm working or I'm just trying to relax and not do that type of thing. And so that's my life right now this year, and that's totally fine. I make my choices and I like the way things are. However, like I said, it's kind of fun when you see embellishments, and a lot of my friends here, a lot of you guys have embellishments in your journals, and I look at it, and honestly, I love seeing everyone's work. I love seeing the Inktober's. I love seeing Babette's new way of journaling with pictures, with illustration. Love, love, love all of that. Do I personally wish I could do that? No, not to the, I know what I'm capable at this time of my life, and I'm okay with it, but I can certainly enjoy looking at other people's beautiful works. And once in a while, I will take out my brush and watercolor and paint and all that. I love all types of journals. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. Exactly. And so I love seeing everybody's, and I feel very inspired. And a drawing or a painting doesn't have to inspire you to draw and paint or ink. It can inspire you in so many different ways. Back when I was a photographer, I would see textures. I'm just very visual, so I notice textures, and those textures can inspire me to, one way or another, to paint, or how to photograph, or what kind of backgrounds to put with my subjects, right? And so even though it's a painting, even though it's sketches, even though it's, let's say, memory keeping, they can all be inspirational, and it'll inspire you to do, and you can take it to another level in whatever it is that you're into. And so that's why I fully believe in going to museums, not just because I grew up, well, actually I did not grow up going to museums. I actually went to museums when I became interested in graphic design and art, and I wanted to pursue it as a career. And back then, as a graphic designer, actually I wanted to be a fashion designer. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, I wasn't really allowed to go to school for it. Missed the notification. Oh, sorry, Deborah. And so it took me a while to finally get into going to college for art. My parents, or my dad anyway, appreciated the art, and he liked to draw and all of that. But when it came to making it a career, he was not for it. Neither was my mom, really. And so I was not basically allowed to go to college for it. And not until I met my husband, actually, Matt, that he encouraged me to do what I felt I should go and do. And that's one of the most sorry, didn't mean to do this. I just think back on how, you know, he believed in me, and he wanted me to do what I wanted to do. And so that's one of the things that my husband has done for me in my career and in the path that I went towards. Anyway, I must really be tired. I'm serious about that. But anyway, I just super appreciate that. And so when my daughters were ready, I don't know why I'm even going on this tangent. That's not what I meant to talk about, but that's okay. When my daughters were thinking of going to go to college, when they started thinking about it at a young age, my daughter Krista, the older one, was actually about 7 years old. She said she wanted to be a NASCAR driver because we were very much into NASCAR. We still are, not as much right now. I mean, we don't come home and watch it every Sunday like we used to, probably because my girls are not around. But we're still fans of NASCAR, and we love seeing fast cars. And so she wanted to be a NASCAR driver. And, you know, I don't mean to be discouraging, but I did tell her, you know, honey, I think that's great. If you want to be a NASCAR driver, I think that would be really cool. However, you do understand that most kids grow up on the tracks. 3, 5 years old, they're on the tracks, and their parents, you know, the dad or whomever was driving. And so anyway, that's the only one thing that I was like, not discouraging her, but just kind of helping her just kind of understand that, you know, that's a special case. But if she wants to do that, more power to her. But I never wanted to tell my kids that they couldn't do something. And I think, I think the world so much tells us we can't do something. And this is why I truly believe that if you feel in your heart it's something that you want to do, you should go for it. You're not hurting anybody. You're not robbing a bank. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything that's wrong. Don't do that to yourself. When you have that negative talk in your head, and we talked about how we get into our heads and then we need to get out of our heads because it becomes a jumbled mess, and then it debilitates us. That's the same thing when you have negative talk about yourself. And when you do that, you need to think about it, because not only is the world telling you you can't do something a lot of times, you're telling that to yourself. I mean, who is going to be your advocate, right? Not the world. You can't expect that from the world necessarily. Either you get that from God, which as a believer I do, but also you're going to have to do that for yourself. You're so encouraging, Ro. Adore that. Oh, thank you. But you know, and this is what it's just, I grew up being teased a lot because I came here in the US, and I've talked about this a long time ago in Periscope, and I'm not going to rehash it, but I was teased a lot and I felt like nothing. And then I got to a certain age and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to stop feeling like nobody likes me, whatever. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And you know what? From then on, I stopped telling myself negative things. I stopped being in that negative zone where you go, oh, you know, I wonder if so-and-so, you know, likes me or doesn't like me. Or I'm talking about like a girlfriend, or, you know, you get into the gossip and that type of thing. And anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. All I'm trying to say is that the world is at times cruel. So don't be cruel to your own self, you know? Live the life that you want to live and strive for that. Again, as long as you're not doing anything wrong and you're not hurting somebody, you know, and you're fulfilling your calling. Gosh, that's so important to know what your calling is. And I know it's not an easy thing, but anyway, I just wanted to encourage you guys that really quick. But maybe someone's listening that's discouraged right now and needed that. But so my point is I never wanted to, my husband and I never wanted to stop them from doing what they wanted to do. And so we put them on all kinds of things. We put them in piano. They competed in piano. Their speech and debate, they went through speech and debate, and my daughters have gone to the nationals, and they are very gifted in those things, and they danced and they sang. Voice, I hired somebody for voice lessons, because honestly it's because I wanted them to be well-rounded, and I wanted them, I guess in a sense, to experience the things that I was not allowed to, or didn't get the chance to. And so all of that to say, when it came time for them to choose a career, I was very surprised that they wanted to go towards business, because a lot of times you hear of your kids not wanting to be what you've done or whatever, right? But my girls, they both wanted to go into the business realm, and they're very good at it actually, and they're doing really well, and they're working towards their career. And so again, it's one of those things, if you have small children, you know, encourage them. Let them think that they can basically do everything, you know, or anything. It's just so important, because a little bit of a negativity ends up, you don't know how much sometimes one comment, and we're all going to do it, we make mistakes, one comment can really resonate in their heads. You may not have meant to say that, but in their heads, they heard it a certain way, and that sticks with them for a long time. And I know that for a fact, because not only did it happen to me, but it also happened to my girls, because we are not perfect parents. This is why I love this community. It's not only about journals, it's about uplifting people. Love that. Thanks. Yeah, and that's what we should be doing, you know. And so anyway, why was I telling you guys that? Oh, because of seasons in life is kind of what I was talking about. But anyway, all that to say, this planner community, I know you guys heard Babette saying that, you know, she didn't understand the planner people, as far as there was a division, not a division, there was such a difference between journalers and planners, and now she's planning, right? And Lori was very instrumental in that. Well, so as I look at this past week, when I've talked about how, you know, little things can add to it, however, don't feel bogged down, where now I've realized stickers really can add to that. And I don't have a lot of stickers. I never bought a bunch of them, but I did buy some planner stamps a long time ago, but I never ended up using them because, well, I use them once in a while, but I'm not necessarily a planner person. But you know, I have come to see that it is kind of, some of the books that I looked at with the people that were there, it's just full of stickers. I mean, it's amazing. And how they can look at their schedule with all that sticker. I really needed to hear this. I have some things going on and have been. Oh, I'm glad. If you study business, you can do so many things. I didn't get to read the whole thing. Whoops. I will go back and read it though. So anyway, the stickers, I could see how, you know, I can incorporate that in my planning, even though my planning is very plain. It's bullet points, because my planning has to do with business usually. And so it's kind of boring, you know, which is fine with me, but just adding a little thing. It's, you know, while you're sitting there, just kind of adding stuff as you're, I don't know, just sitting there watching Netflix. It's just another activity, and it's kind of fun. So I was talking about some of the girls that I saw their pages. Oh my gosh, it was like, wow, they can see all the stuff that they need to do for their planning amongst all those stickers, and it's so pretty, you know. And so anyway, it was just very encouraging. And I have to say that even though maybe you're not into planning like I'm not, but I am a journaler, you can put these stickers on journals as well. It was just super, it was super fun. I will have to say, I knew I was going to have fun because, well, honestly, it's because that's how I am. I don't look at things and go, oh, you know, I'm going to be by myself. I don't know if I'm going to have fun. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. I generally don't do that. I generally look forward to things when I'm going to go do something. That's just how I am. And that's what I've made myself become. So I look forward to it. I'm super excited about it, right? But this, I can honestly say, I was surprised at how much more fun that I had than I thought. And I think probably the huge component of that is because I got to meet new people that aren't following me. I'm not following them because they're more planner oriented, to be honest. But I just got to meet these beautiful individuals. And in our group, there was a gentleman that was from his wife was there, and he went with her, and he does plans. He plans too, but he doesn't use the stickers and all that. But he does have a planner. He has a Jibun Techo, and he has another notebook where he puts all kinds of notes. And it was really cool. It was really cool to see. So getting to meet him and us winning the table prize or whatever for the best table, whatever it was, I can't remember, it was yesterday. But I think that's what really just made me feel even more, I enjoyed it even more because of the relationships that kind of got built during that time. And so the lady with a husband, actually, Bree, is from Denver. And so the next time we have a meetup, she's totally up for meetups. And she says, gosh, I don't know anybody. And see, this is exactly why I feel like it's important for me to reach out. And that's part of what Sojourner is about, is to reach out for people, because I really do feel and I really believe there's a lot of people out there who don't have friends who are into journaling or planning, and so they feel like they're kind of just all alone. And some of them are probably closet planners or journalers because maybe their family might make fun of them, right? Love journaling, planning, just love it all, but the community too, right? And so that's why I want to be able to touch people through Sojourner, and and get them encouraged in doing these things and going to meetups. And that's also why whenever I'm in a different city, I make a point from the very get-go to try to meet up with someone for coffee. It doesn't have to be a meetup per se, but just to meet with someone for coffee. And that's how like Bree and I met, right? And Zoe, trying to figure out how to find a meetup in Minneapolis. So anyway, all that to say, this person was telling me, you know, she goes, when I open up my Hobonichi, people kind of look at me like, what are you doing? And to us, right, that's normal. And to us, it's like, oh, wow, you journal or you plan. You're a planner girl. You know, but for her, it's not. She says, gosh, it's like nobody around there knows anything about a Hobonichi. And I had to think about it. And I said, you know what? It's the same thing wherever you're at. Even in California, they don't know about the Hobonichi. One time I was at a coffee shop and I was so surprised because I saw somebody with a Hobonichi, right? And yeah, they have other journals that they use. And in fact, I've been seeing a lot more of people journaling, and I love it. I love seeing it. And a lot of times I go up to them and I start saying something and I just ask them if they're journaling or whatever. And so it's really cool. So anyway, all that to say, this lady wants to come for a meetup the next time you have a meetup, Bree. And so I told her, next time I am in Colorado, I am going to contact you. And she's like, yeah, please contact so we could go do something, you know. And so does she have an IG? She does. I'll pass that on to you. I can't remember it off the top of my head. My husband supports me, but my family, he makes fun of me and call me immature because I journal. I don't know how it makes me immature. Oh, exactly. And you know what? That's just ignorance, and that's okay. They just don't know any better. And I hope that that doesn't stop you from wanting to keep journaling and hiding it or anything like that. I mean, there's so many benefits. You could send them, Google it and send them an article. You know, I hope that doesn't stop you, Brandy. If it kind of makes you feel funny, then don't let it. That's all I have to say about that. No, just don't let it get to you. My husband totally gets it. He doesn't journal, but he totally gets it. My daughters have journaled, but they are not, I don't think they're journaling lately because of busyness. But I know that they would if they could, or, you know, well, they could, because we all put time into things that we want to do. Am I right? So anyway, all that to say, I have sticker galore now, it seems, because I purchased some yesterday, and then I was given more today. And so, yeah, so you're going to see a little bit more stickers on my planners. Oh, well, in my journal, most likely. A lot of times I can't really show my planner to be very frank with you, because a lot of it is information about my customers. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but a lot of my planner, I have one planner as far as it's mixed with business and my personal appointments, even in Seattle. Someone was asking, ever in Seattle, someone was asking me about, you know, if you guys want to have a meetup in whatever city you're in, you get a couple of people, let's try to see if there's an interest. Like Seattle, there's someone else that was asking me about that. So anyway, what I was talking about is on my planner, my personal and my business are mixed in there, but the thing that I can't really show for the most part are the ones on the week, because I use the one for Hobonichi. I can't really show that because it has some information about my customers, and so it's something I don't really show for the most part. And so, but you'll see it in my journal. So do you guys want to see a couple of things that I got today? Okay, I've been really impressed with one particular company, and it's because it's the style that I like. I love the things that she makes, and if you do get a chance, check out her IG. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Hi, Judith. And it's Paper Panda, and it's Panda is Panduh. And she's just the cutest girl. And in fact, I'm going to be interviewing her, by the way, so that I can, so she can share with you guys. I love sharing people's stories, and I think that you guys like hearing them too, and they're very interesting. And so she agreed to do an interview with me sometime in Vlogtober, and so I will let you guys know. But she did she had like a surprise grab bag, and this was like $20, okay? And partly, you know, I kind of think, okay, well, I don't know what's going to be in a grab bag, really. You know, it might just be leftovers or something that's not selling. I don't know. But I went ahead and purchased it because I also believe in supporting other people too, you know, and so I wanted to support her, and I do like her style. I have followed her for years from the original wave of planning journal girls. Oh, that's cool. So anyway, for the $20 grab bag, this is what I got, okay? I got 2 packs of stickers, and if you have seen her stickers, oh, they're this size. I don't know what size this is, about 3 inches by maybe 5, 3 by 5. No, I'm sorry. It's got to be bigger than that. Anyway, there's quite a bit of stickers in there, and usually I think these are about $3, $3.50 each. And I got 2 packs of, like, I don't know, there were probably 15 altogether. So all my stickers are mixed now, so. But it was a lot of stickers, I thought. And then she also, with that grab bag, is this washi that I got. This, it says here, Choco Milk. It's correction tape, but it's in, looks like a chocolate milk bottle. Super cute, but I was like, okay. I was a little confused. I wasn't sure what it was, but it's white out. That was in there. And then a pen. Or is that a pencil? Nope, it's a pen. I just wrote on myself. And then this here is another pen. This all came from her. And also a little clip that was pretty cute clip. Let me show you. It's this right here. Okay, so I got that as well. And then the cutest one that I got was this. Is that sweet, you guys? And on the back, so it's milk, right? Dairy. Isn't that cute? And in the back is a zipper to hold your pencils. Super adorbs. I actually saw this and almost purchased it yesterday, but I didn't because I have lots of bags. No, you didn't miss me. And so, yeah, so cute. The video, I mean. No, I know what you meant. And so I love this. So it was so well worth it. The $20 grab bag was so well worth it. This is the cutest thing. Just so cute. Anyway, so that's that in that grab bag. And then, oh, and then I won. What it is that they had a raffle. And if you bought, like, I don't know, you could buy tickets for it. And so one of the things I won is this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This wasn't the grab bag one. Or, no, this isn't. This is one where you give one of your products as like a gift. And it has to be at least $25 worth, I believe. And then at the end, you take a gift, right? So it's a gift exchange type thing. And so I was one of the last ones to get to the table. I think they only had 3 more left. Everybody else had already gotten their choice. And I end up with this book, okay? This is the Passion Planner. and it's an A5. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have been wanting to look at this planner. But now I'm at a dilemma. Do I use this or do I use the one that I was intending to, which is the large field notes? And I'm like, okay, wait, I said I didn't want an A5 because it kind of, you know, was big. But then as I thought of it, it's big because I have two A5s in there, right? But if I just have this in one of my covers that is the trifolio, it would be perfect. And so anyway, we'll see. Oh, I tried that one. The weeks are so tiny. Yeah, they are tiny. You're right. And you know what? The things that are on here, and then there's like quotes or little encouragements here, pretty small, which is fine because you read it once. But what I liked about it, and it kind of asked for you to fill out an overview of, let me see. Like here, these are some questions. What was the most memorable part of this past month? Describe it. Yes, the prompts are helpful, I think. That's what I like about it too. What were the 3 biggest lessons you learned? And review your planner for the past month and assess your priorities, etc., etc. And so the prompts, honestly, these are the same prompts every month. And so really what you could do on your Hobonichi, right? If you're using a Hobonichi or a bullet journal, you could put this at the end of the month. You could put those questions there and just remember to answer them. If that's what you really like about it, you know? It's nice. I like it. It looks fun. And there's little information like your mid-year passion roadmap. You know, you can use it as a reference. And so we'll see. You know, it's always fun to start a new planner, but it's not always practical. So, and I don't know what the paper would be like. But anyway, I thought that was so cool. I won that. It walks through goal setting. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to read it. I'm gonna check that out. And then I also received this, which is a follow facts notebook. I'm not gonna open it now, but it's just lined paper. And I think you could remove the papers. So it's just a nice little note paper. This was just something they gave free. And then they also gave everybody one of these. Put your heart into it. It's a planner. Probably something I would give to a teenager or something, or someone. Doesn't have to be a teenager, but it's a nice planner. But it's not one I wouldn't use this particular one. But it's a nice little thing, and I can give it away. But I also took there was a, Amy Tangerine was there, and she did a talk. And so I'm just going to show you what she gave in her bag. It's a big bag of stuff of the company that sponsors her and such. So it's cardstock. Ephemera that are poofy. I wouldn't necessarily use these in a page because they're a little poofy, but probably on a cover will work. A standard size notebook. More stickers. Fun, colorful stickers. There's a lot of stuff in this bag. Adhesive. Can always use adhesive, right? I like this one. This one is a stamp. And you could roll this to a different design and use it as a stamp. It's very compact. That's a good one to use for your planner. And this die cut shapes. Quite a bit of them in here, like 33 die cut shapes. Just something to add to your pages. And then the stamp set. And this is what's in the stamp set with 3 inks. So that was really nice. That was a nice little gift, and her little talk showed us how to work in one of the pages. And so cute. Her mom flagged me down. I was passing by and she flagged me down today. Yesterday I met up with Amy real quick. And so today she recognized me, she remembered, and so she flagged me down and she was talking to me and asking me about Sojourner. And so I guess one of her friends is really into planning and all of that too. And so she said the next time her friend comes out, she would love to come out and visit the studio. And I'm like, I'm all for it. Yeah, I'll even take you guys to coffee. I just thought it was so neat. And it just really warmed my heart that here is Amy's mom helping her and assisting her at these shows. And she said that she tries to go to all the shows with her if she's able to. And that just is so cool to me. And I hope that one day my girls will be able to do that. But it's just so neat, you know, that she's involved with Amy's business and is an integral part of it. And so anyway, that was heartwarming. So yeah, so that is it that I have to share with you guys today. I actually have to go and get dinner. I'm super tired. The day was just so full, and so I'm just gonna probably get dinner and eat in bed and get some rest so that I can leave tomorrow. I have a play to go to tomorrow, and it's over, and it's Alyssa is part of it, and Sojourner donated. It's on Frank. You know, she kept the diary, right? And so I'm super excited to see that, super stoked. And anyway, Alyssa's in that production. And so not only did we want to support her, but we love going to plays anyway. And so yeah, I donated 3 Sojourners because they needed them in different places. That sounds awesome. How awesome. And so probably, yeah, because too, you know, my daughters used to be in a lot of plays and now I don't get to see them. And so Alyssa's like a daughter. So anyway, she, so we donated the 3 books, and what I donated was, just as a trivia, it is A6 size, and they are Roadrunner. And so they had to be exactly the same. And what I did is I took paper, the Tomo River paper, no, I didn't take the Tomo River paper. What I did is I took my journal, because it has my scripture pages, because it has a lot of just writing, and I photocopied those papers, and then I dunked them in tea, and then I cut them up to the A6 size so it looks like a bunch of writing and it's old, right? And so yeah, we shall see. It's gonna be cool to see the Sojourners on stage. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Once I leave here, I'm gonna go home, and then my husband and I are gonna go out there to check that out with Anne Frank. So very cool. So anyway, so do you guys have any questions? I saw your Instagram dying those. I was wondering what those are for. Yes, and in fact, let me show you guys real quick. I took some of my, the Tomo River, I took one of the inserts and I took it apart, and I also dyed those. Oh, you know what? You're not going to be able to tell. It's too dark in here. But I dyed them in tea. It was super fun to do. I have to show it to you when it's during the daylight. Maybe I'll take some pictures. And it's in my passport, because it's what I use to journal in and then tear out and tip in to my regular journal. What I did is I took one of my pans that had some paint in it. Late to the party here, apparently. We'll have to rewatch. Yes, please do. And so it had some paint in it still. And so when I dunked it in the tea, I put the tea in that pan with this paper, and I just kind of dragged it on there, and so some of that color transferred over. It was so fun to do. I love how we can geek out with you about this, Roman. I'm slowly getting other ladies to geek out with me in paper and journals and TNs. Oh, that's wonderful. Maybe if you let them see some of this videos, maybe they'll start to kind of catch that, catch the geekiness of it and think of how they could enjoy doing it. So yeah, so super fun. If you guys ever want to try that, try it on paper. Just make tea, make sure it's black tea, and make sure it's a dark, you know, where it's going to really be dark, and dunk it in there. It's actually really nice to write with too. And knowing that it's tea stain, it just kind of feels good in your hands. So what tea do you use? Oh, I use all sorts of teas, but for dyeing, definitely get a black tea, like an Earl Grey or a breakfast tea, because there's some black teas that aren't really dark. I noticed that. They're supposed to be darker, but they're not as dark. So I would definitely use a darker tea, and I would, you know, for like 1 cup, maybe do 2 tea bags in 1 cup, so that it'll be really super dark and not diluted. So anyway, if you guys don't have any questions, do you have any other questions maybe about Plannercon? I already had signed up for Plannercon for the San Francisco one. I signed up the same time I signed up for San Diego, because I thought, you know, like I said before, I wanted to, for the first time, check out what these things are about. And so I'm glad that I did sign up for the one in San Francisco. Oh my gosh, it's almost 45 minutes I've been talking here, and I'm only supposed to be talking about 15. I think that's what I had told myself I would be doing. But anyway, it's just been so fun hanging out with you guys as always. And so if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, let you get back to whatever you're doing. Please get some rest, and so that by Monday morning you will be up and ready to go and face life and enjoy life. And hey, on Monday, well, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. But on Monday, if you don't like Mondays, just tell yourself, I am gonna enjoy this Monday. I am going to get up, and when I get up, I am gonna do the things that I wanna do, and I'm gonna do some fun things, and I'm gonna look at Monday as something beautiful and a gift, because it's another day where you can start over, so to speak, and just have a beautiful week. And so I will see you guys tomorrow, though, on the Vlogtober. This is Vlogtober 13, so tomorrow will be 14. So anyway, as usual, thank you. Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you being here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and go. Yes, enjoy the show tomorrow. Thanks again for sharing your day with us. Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening. And so, as usual, keep on documenting life as it happens, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.